stand with your toes together, your heels together. You pull up on your thighs, you suck in your tummy, your butt is tight. Interlock your fingers right down to the webbing. All of your knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And let's begin. Inhale for one inhale. Hi, Chrissy. As you inhale, float your elbows all the way up to the ceiling or the sky. Forearms from your beautiful face. Now open your mouth and let your head go back. As your head goes back, your eyes, they're wide open and so is your mouth. Relax the shoulders and bring your elbows as you squeeze them together really, really high. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And what I want to tell you, Ma, is you're going to find a place that you can teach, and you're going to be consistently teaching there. One more breath at the top, and again, you let it go. And you're going to make sure, Ma, that when you've got your spot, however many there are, that nobody else teaches your spot for you unless you're sick. Relax the shoulders and squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And then what you begin to do, guys, is you begin to build. When you do that, when you are always there, you begin to build a kind of clientele that comes to your class. One more breath at the top. And again, you let it go. And this consistency, which is what I love that you pointed out, you know, in the teaching, Amber, as you squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale the pranayama. Everything that you do that is magical, you gain it because of the consistency of taking certain steps. Always the consistency is actually the guts of it. One more breath, and again, you let it go. And then what happened, Ma, when my studio messed up with me and I didn't go back to their studio, relax the shoulders and you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. Everybody that came to my class for those 10 years, and there were hundreds of them over time, everybody left the studio. As you inhale one more breath at the top, and again, you let it go. And because they all left, that is why now I have got a really regular training teaching spot. As you relax the shoulders, this is your last one, guys. Squeeze your elbows together at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side and you breathe, because this becomes your safety and your armor as a new teacher. Carve it out for yourself. Always be there where you say you're going to be. Second set. Toes together, heels together, pull up on your thighs, your tummy tight, interlock your fingers, knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders. And let's begin. Inhale for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 at the top. Exhale for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and bring your elbows together. Now again, inhale. And as you inhale, lengthen up in the spine, shoulders away from your ears, get the weight in the heels, touch your toes to the ground. As you inhale, one more beautiful breath at the top. And then again, you let it go. And I had a discussion with the ancients. I wanted to know, I'd done all this yoga and I taught people for years and years and years and years. But still, I was like, not, it was not taking me my career really anywhere. As you squeeze your elbows together and again, you inhale. And I said, if I'd worked this hard, ancients, in the business world, I'd be like, a VP, a COA, something. As you inhale, one more beautiful breath at the top. And then again, you let it go. And as you let it go, but the old ancients will always answer you. They will always answer you because the path you take is ingrained in time. As you squeeze your elbows together and again, you inhale. Every single path, every single step that you take has been designed from you before the beginning of time. One more breath at the top. And then again, you let it go. So I was asking the question to the ancients, but already it was being prepared for me. As you relax the shoulders and you squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale your pranayama. And that studio that I worked for 9 years, really, guys, as you inhale more, they've now put me in charge of the whole of the teacher training as everybody that's got to go through me to teach there. One more breath, and again, you let it go. And accordingly, there's a payment with it. A payment very, very different. So guys, there is a future. Relax the shoulders, squeeze your elbows together. And here's your last one. You inhale and the chin is down. And each year you teach, you get deeper. Just like your practice, each year you teach, you get better. As you inhale more, 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 one more breath, and you let it go. This is the last one. Your spine is straight, your eyes are open. Look along the ceiling and bring your elbows together to squeeze at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side. I taught very different on day 1. I taught different on year 2. I taught different on year 7. I taught different on year 16. I teach different on year 20. You feel me, guys? Let's do Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose with Padastasana, hand to feet pose, please. Inhale, the arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index finger, glue your wrists together, straight elbows, straight knees, guys. Reach up, touch the ceiling, and stretch your bodies from side to side. Just like every year you go through yoga, I practice differently the first time I went in the room, and then year 2 differently, and then year 7 differently, and now year 22 differently. For 3, 2, 1, please calm, stop in the middle. Now get the weight back in the heels, suck your tummy, tight bum, straight elbow, straight knees, glue your wrists together, reach up, touch the ceiling, rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the right hand side of the room, and you breathe. And what uni teachers need to do, like Amber, is get in the room and practice. Practice. If anybody, even if you're your Thanksgiving lunch and they said you got anything to say, you can say Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. We've had this Padastasana hand to feet pose. Please inhale your arms over your head if you feel me. When anybody gives you an opportunity to talk, you're going to allow this training, this flooding of the dialogue to come through you so you can begin to express your individuality. Your individuality is an ancient soul on this planet. Your right arm, gorgeous posture, Ma. Right arm forward, yes, season with Ma, and you're in different continents. Now bring the left hip forward with my Lily and Ma, and you both are in different continents and still a different continent to season. And your chin is up and your arms are back, and you glue your wrists together with my Amber, who's also in a different continent to Ma and Lily and season, and your chin is up and your arms are back, and you glue your wrists together. And those who are on this continent with me at America, come down 5, come down 4, come down 3, 2, done. Boom, breathe up. Body looks fantastic, Lily. Straight elbows, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling, rainbow over in a perfectly straight line. And remember, you're going in a straight line. You're not back bending at all. You're not forward bending at all. It's a straight line over towards the left-hand side. And it's a long line. You don't want to feel any wrinkles in your waist. You want to feel like you're stretching. Now, Susan, what I want you to do is stretch your right ribs. I want you to fill your lungs and pump your right ribs up. That's the feeling. So that I can make that semicircle drawing from your ankles to your hips, to the opening of your armpits as well, Susan, into your fingertips, so you look like a crescent moon. Fabulous, Chrissy. Left armpit forward with my Lindsay. Right hip forward, sucking your tummy, straight elbow, straight knees, glue your wrists together with my Barbie. Now, Barbie, left armpit forward just a little bit more, shoulders away from your ears, glue your wrists together, straight elbows, straight knees, begin to come down a little bit deeper, 5 and 4, begin to come down even deeper. Yes, Ma, it's delicious. 3, 2, done. Inhale as you come up. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up and drop your head back. Ease out your neck. Now inhale, the biggest breath of air, lift your chest up and begin to float your arms back to where your ears are. And you look back, go back, breathe back, roll back, more back. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up, and you look back and you go back a little bit more, way back. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up, and you go back a little bit more back, breathe back, way back, breathe back, more back, look back, go back, more back, look back even further back. Now open your chest, yes, Lily, stretch the arms, Lily, with my Lindsay, as you go back. One more breath with Chrissy. Inhale as you come up. Very good, Barbie. Suck in your tummy, bend your knees, come down the straight spine and get your hands on the floor, and wiggle your hips from side to side. And I never want you to sell yourself, Ma, as a new teacher of the 26+2, because you're certainly not. You're new to Lisbon. Wiggle your hips from side to side until your lower spine feels fabulous, loose, comfy, easy, relaxed. Because your style is very, very professional, like somebody who's been doing it a while. You know your style. Wiggle your hip from side to side. Okay, bend your knees a lot. Lay your tummy on your thighs, lay your chest on the knees, and reach around and grab your heels from behind. And step on all your fingers and your thumb. Get the weight in the toes, wrap your elbows deeply around the calf muscles. Relax your neck. Get your forehead on the shins below the knees, begin to pull. Now lift your hips up into the air. And remember, when you're opening something, relax. So you exhale. When you exhale, that opens every cell in your body, every pore in your skin opens when you exhale, and all the muscles relax. So grab your heels, weight into the toes, lift your hips up into the air with an inhale, exhale, and push the knees back into the space. Get the weight in the toes. Make sure your tummy glued to the legs, tummy, your thighs, chest, and the knees. Your heart's resting. The blood is feeding your brain. And also the great big heavy head, 8 to 10 pounds, it's bit by bit opening the vertebrae, the 33 vertebrae in your back right now in very tiny increments are opening. Change. Come up with a straight spine, arms with your ears. Arms with your ears. That's it, Lily. Yes, Bobby. And let your, I'm gorgeous, Amber. Let your arms float down, take a breath, let go, and you breathe. Okay, guys. Second set. Inhale your arms above your head, interlock your fingers, release your index, screw your wrists together, straight elbows, straight knees, reach up as high as you can, and then rainbow over in a perfectly straight line. Now, I'm really working on getting my left hip over my left ankle. And to do that, you know, I'm pushing into the inside of my right foot, into the outside of my left foot, but at the same time, the whole of both feet is still on the ground. It's just where the energy is going. And then when the energy is there, make sure your thigh muscles are contracted, the knees are locked. So the knees lift up and lock into place, and then begin to not hyperextending by pushing them back. And then begin to push the hips a little bit more. Feel the pressure in the feet as you push them more. And now hold where you are. The shape is very beautiful, Chrissy. Left armpit, right armpit forward. Left hip forward. Contract your thigh muscles again. Weight in the heels. Toes are still touching. Remember the inside and the outside of the which feet as you're pushing them in. And now come down if you want to. Slow down your breath because you need to. For 3, slow it down more. For 2, slow it down more. Change. Very lovely shape. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, glue your wrists together, reach up, touch the ceiling. And over you go in a perfectly straight line towards the right hand side of the room, and you breathe. Your chin is up, your arms are back, you suck your tummy, you tighten your bum, you straighten your elbows and you straighten out your knees and you breathe. Get your left armpit forward. Bring your right hip forward. And if you teach vinyasa flow and all those other things, Ma, having this training will enhance your other teaching. You just don't bring anything from that teaching into the training, that's all. You get your left armpit forward, your chin is up, your arms are back. But you know intuitively, Ma, you are connected with the ancients. Bring the left hip forward, we all are. Your chin is up, your arms are back. It's just the ancients have different chat to each of us. Remember, we're all at university, but we're all at a different university. We're all in a different class, and the exams are all different. Your left armpit is forward. So your exam is very different. Amber, your path is very different than Barbie's, and your path is very different. Seasons and Chrissy's and Lindsay's. As you glue your wrists together, straighten your elbows, Ma, just a little bit more, my boo. Glue your wrists together. There you go, Lily. The length is gorgeous, baby. Come down 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and done. And then you breathe up long. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Drop your head back. And just let your head, that's it, Barbie. Let your head drop off a cliff. There's no tension in the neck and the throat. Hips, tummy, thighs forward when you've eased out your neck. Now lift your chest up and take your arms back to where your ears are. And you go back and go back, more back. And you know, Amber, what your organization, the way you organize things is going to attract people to your class because you're so organized. Lift your chest up. And you, Lily, what's going to attract people to your class is your pure energy. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, the childlike energy, not the childish energy. As you lift your chest up and you float your arms back. And what's going to attract them to your class, Ma, is the deep knowledge. And you go back, breathe back, way back, more back, lift your chest up, and you go back. And what's going to trap you all season as you look back, go back, breathe back, way back, a little bit more back, and go back. Hips and tummy, thighs forward as you lift your chest up, and you go back, and then you're going to find the newfound wonder of what you learned in this training season. You go back, one more breath. Inhale as you come up. Back bends were long and deep and strong. New people can't do that. Get your hands on the floor, wiggle your hips from side to side. If you're teaching, and you're teaching, especially a bunch of new people, and you're running late, shorten the time you're teaching them. You know, you don't hold the posture 1 minute, maybe you only hold it 30 seconds, because let's face it, they can't do the long posture. You're teaching them how to do it, not the length and the depth, just how. And in the right time, because it's murder if you run over for them, not for you, but for them, it's murder. We go your hips from side to side. Tummy, your thighs, chest and knees, reach around and grab your heels from behind. So whenever you look at that clock and you see 15 minutes before the end, and you're nowhere near your camel, then you speed up. It's up to you to make it right. It's not them to take on that you didn't make it right, if you feel me. Wrap the by there using their time. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles. When you understand how valuable time is, you won't use other people's. Get the weight in the toes, pull. And that's the crux of being late. Because when anybody's late, what you're doing, you're using other people's time. They got to wait for your butt. Get the weight in the toes, pull. Lift your hips in the air, pull. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, pull. Get the weight in the toes, pull, 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 and tame. Inhale as you come up. I value my time so importantly that it makes you value other people's time importantly as well. Because everything you do for you, it reflects in how you react to other people. Please look down at your feet and take a 6-inch step to the right. Hide your heels behind your toes. Inhale your arms up to center. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Suck in your tummy. Inhale, breathing. Boom. Sit down on your imaginary chair. Now, you may have to ask the question in the beginning, what's more important? That I get them to do every single part of the posture, or that I get them out on time? Get them out on time is important. Shoulders away from the ears. Because you should be able to, and if you haven't, it may be because they don't know what they're doing, or it may be because you're going over something maybe a little bit too long. But adjust the time first. Once you adjust your teaching to the time, you are golden. Now you get the weight back in the heels, you'll drop the shoulders away from your ears, you'll lift your upper body up, and the toes, knees open a little bit, Barbie, sit down, one more breath, and change. Inhale as you come up, now rock right onto your toes as high as you can. Go into the platform of the toes. Straighten out your legs a lot to start with. Inhale, breathing, and crack your knees a little bit. And remember, if you've got somebody new and in the beginning, nobody's got any balance, that's why we work for balance, even on the toes. That's why we work for balance on just one big toe in toe stand, because balance is vital to the human body. Right heel forward. That is not known out of this training. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both those forward. Fabulous, Lindsay. Lift up the right heel more. Lift up left heel more. Yes, Chrissy, right heel, left heel, both heels more. Change. Because lack of balance is a killer when you're old. That's why. Bring your knees together to touch, not the feet. Lift the heels a tad, suck in your tummy, and slide down your cool marble wall. I may be wrong, Barbie, but I don't think so. But your feet don't look 6 inches apart. They look very close. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Yeah, it's good to measure every so often. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Squeeze your knees. Come on, it's beautiful. Release, beautiful. Squeeze your knees. Shoulders away from your ears. Remember, you've got to hover an inch or two off your heels. You've not got to hover 4 or 5. That's because people can't hover 2 or 3, if you feel me. Change. So if you're in class with somebody and they're all the way up there, then you encourage them to get their hands on the floor and come down and put the weight in their hands until they've opened the front part of their knees. Second set, look down at your feet, take 6 steps around. We're opening the body so the light can come in. Inhale your arms up to center. And drop your shoulders away from your ears. You are light bringers. You are bringing the light into the bodies, new teachers. Sit down deep. Butt out, chest is up. That's the one thing you're all doing the same, but you will all be doing it in different ways. One with a beautiful way of discipline, and the other one a very beautiful way of the energy. As you drop the shoulders down, you get the weight back in the heels, or some maybe another way like you, Barbie, would perhaps be your experience of, the life. As you lift your upper body up, you drop the shoulders away from your ears, you stick your butt out behind you, you sit down, one more breath, and you change. Rock right up onto your toes as high as you can. Straighten out your legs a lot to start with. Inhale, breathing. Crack your knees, but not at the expense of your heels. The heels have got to remain over the toes. Right heel, left heel, and both heels again, and both heels again, and right heel, and left heel, and both heels again, and both heels again. Lift the heels up, lift the heels up, lift the heels up, lift them up more. Now push into the big toe even harder. Push into the platform of the feet even harder. Done. Fabulous. It feels incredible when you do it. the most gorgeous feeling, a very, very powerful feeling. Bring your knees together to touch, the views attached, slowly slide down your cool marble wall. And remember, it's okay for people to reach down and put their hands on the ground. Aileen did that, and Aileen got into the posture. It took a while because she didn't think it would work that way. Squeeze your knees. Hover an inch over your heels now. You ask them if the knees are strong and healthy. Bounce. 1, 2, 3, stop and the up, bounce. Inhale, breathing. Excellent, Lindsay. Push the floor away. That's why I'm doing it, Lindsay. And feet together, arms down. Take a breath. Let go and breathe. And then the blood goes back to normal. To set up for second God, Garuda. So inhale, your arms up over your head, my beloveds. Notice which is the right, which is the left. It's important which is which. Swing the right arm completely underneath your left. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Interlock your fingers, pull the elbows down, sit down deep, butt out, chest up. Release the fingers into prayer. Lift up the left, right leg and wrap and coil and bend and squeeze it around the left one. So you can see how you can put in, you all know the dialogue, the teachers, you know the dialogue now. You can see, don't just say the same old, same old, same old. You can bring an understanding of somebody to help them, or go up and adjust them if you're doing it in the room. Lift your body up, pull the elbows down, move your knees to the right, bring the left hip forward, wrist, elbows, knees, ankles, all in one straight line. Beautiful, Chrissy. Please change, lovely Amber. Arms over your head, swing the left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumbs are towards your face. Please pull the elbows down, and would you sit down deep, butt is out, chest is up, and pick up the other leg. And you always check people out on this one because they're definitely going to get the wrong leg, wrong arm, wrong everything. Pull the elbows down. And you always make them feel that it's okay that they do, and not to make them feel they've got to say sorry. Pull the elbows down, lift your body up, squeeze everything. Move your knees to the left, bring the right hip forward. Because a child, when they go to learn, you know, ABC, they can't be sorry if they don't know it yet. Straighten the leg. Squeeze the thighs one more time. Change. Arms over your head. And swing the right underneath your left. And cross your forearms, thumb towards your face, and pull the elbows down and sit down deep, butt out, chest up. And pick up your right leg and wrap and coil and bend and squeeze it around the left one. And then lift your body up. And whatever you find in a room that winds you up, know that you do the same thing. It's a very interesting thing. Whenever you're teaching, if somebody's like getting to you because they're doing something, understand, I must do that too. And then watch for yourself where you do it. Now lift your body up, pull the elbows down, squeeze your thighs and move your knees just a little bit to the right. One more breath. Gorgeous, babe. Change. Arms over your head. And swing the left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face, pull the elbows down, sit down. Butt out, chest up, and pick up the left leg and wrap and coil and bend and squeeze it. So those of us that are teaching the 26+2 out of that community, the community has been really destroyed, you know, by Bikram, obviously, from all the trouble he went through. But if you ever see me in the movie, you know, I never called him names. I never brought up what he'd done to me because I wasn't interested in that. I wanted anybody to know this, what they did in the movie, this yoga was fabulous. Pull the elbows down, lift your body up, move your knees to the left, bring the right hip forward, squeeze everything. Okay. Arms over your head, let them float down by your side. Okay, guys, have a drink of your water. Do what you need to do. So what I did, Ma and Lily, I sent your certificates to Brazil. So I thought you're probably going to end up there on holiday together at some point. Yeah, so they're going to your parents in Brazil. Straighten out your left leg. Contract your left thigh muscle. Suck in your tummy, please, round over. And pick up your right foot. Interlock your fingers under your thumb where below the toes, in the soft padded part of the right ball of the foot. And when you do that, you straighten the leg that you're standing on. As a new teacher, what you're going to see a lot is the left leg bending and wobbling. And you're just going to encourage people sweetly, because it can make them moody, to straighten the leg, to straighten the leg, to straighten the leg. Now, if you push your left knee back, contract your thigh muscle one more time, and dig your left big toe into the ground, then you've gone halfway. If you want to, you can kick your right heel forward. When you kick your right heel forward, fabulous Lily, fabulous Ma, fabulous Amber, towards the screen. You pull your toes back hard towards your face. Excellent, Barbie. And as you're kicking, 2 straight legs, all 3 of you got that like an upside down L. Used to say like Linda. Then begin to bend your elbows down. What you're going to do, Marge, as your elbows go down, lift up the heel a little bit and kick the heel straight and kick the left set. You feel the strength then that came in, Ma. And just hold it there, girls. 3, 2, done. Take a breath. As soon as you straighten the leg, Ma, did you feel this? You saw the strength come into your body. Instantly you lined up. And you breathe. And you breathe. Straighten out your right leg, sucking your tummy round over. And please pick up your left foot and interlock your fingers under your thumb, just below the toes, in the soft body part of your left foot. And now take your energy and all your thoughts and everything into observing your right knee. Straighten it. Push the right knee back a little bit. If it moved, it means it wasn't completely straight. So you always give them that test. Tell them push the knee back. And then you go, if your knee moved, it means you got to stay here. That can sometimes trigger people into not kicking out, hopefully. Now you're nearly halfway. If you're ready, we straighten the right leg one more time and then you inhale, exhale and kick the left heel forward. When you kick the left heel forward, fabulous. Pull your toes back hard towards your face and kick the leg a little bit straighter and always big toe down into the ground. Yes, Ma, keep kicking through the heel. The Achilles tendon strengthens that leg. Then when you're ready, girls, pull your toes back again and begin to bend your elbows down. All the time you're kicking through the left hip. All the time, girls, you're kicking through the left hip. And then you hold it there. Everyone, it's perfect. 2, 1, done. And take a breath. And take a breath. And I know you will feel me when I tell you that yesterday I kicked out for the first time since I damaged my back. I'm so delighted, guys. I kicked out. I've been imagining kicking out for three months. I've been in my brain kicking out, And yesterday I thought, try it. I kicked out. I mean, bent a little bit, but I was dancing around my little dome. I know, I'm so happy. Straighten out. I didn't know I'd ever be able to do it again, to be honest, guys. Straighten out your left leg, sucking your tummy round over. Pick up your right foot. I really didn't know if my back and everything would take the kicking of a really long leg, you know. The legs are strong and they're heavy. And straighten the knee and straighten the knee. But what I really did was I did that imagination. I imagined me kicking out. I imagined me kicking out. I imagined it. And then when you're ready, I straightened out that left leg one more time. Inhale, and now everybody kick your right heel forward. And when I kick the right heel forward, I just allowed my shoulders to stretch, my elbows to stretch, and my fingertips. Perfect, Mark. Perfect, Lily. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And also perfect, Lindsay. And perfect, Chrissy. Gorgeous season. Now pull your toes back hard towards your face. You got it, Barbie. It's in the left leg, Barbie. It's all in your left leg. That's all you have to do, Barbie, is in the left leg. Just control it. Just control it. Everybody else, elbows down to break the plane, the calf muscle. Now, if you want to, in your own time, just going to look at the floor, but keep on kicking. Keep on kicking. When you found this place on the floor and you can hold it there, then you very quickly change your thought. You've got it, Lily. You've nailed it. Lily, you've nailed it. Amber there. Just quickly, Mark. 3, 2, 1, done. Fabulous. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. Legs are completely different legs, Lily. Completely restructured your skeleton. Well, you know them. They're your younger legs. You know those legs. Straighten out the left leg, right leg, round over and pick up the left foot. That's the thing about when you're doing this posture, this new body that reveals itself is a familiar body. It's the body you had between 18 and 24 that reveals itself. Interlock your fingers under your thumb, where below the toes, and straighten the knee. So all your clothes of that age fit in the same way. Straighten the leg, straighten the leg, straighten the leg. Now, if you're ready, inhale, exhale, and boom, kick your left heel forward. When you kick your left heel forward, you pull your toes back hard towards your face. The general aging of the body means you may stay the same weight, but if you put the dress on, it doesn't look the same when you're 45 as it did when you were 22. It doesn't look the same unless you've been doing this yoga. Then it looks identical. Pull your toes back hard and begin to bend your elbows down. And then when you're 70, you're still fitting the same bloody dress. As you bend the elbows down, keep on kicking, you keep on kicking. Yes, Lily, I know. Even the same Cinderella bloody shoes I wore at 20. Now get your chin still, keep on kicking, girls. Find your balance. Find your balance. You have it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Done. Done. You've mastered that, Lily. You mastered it. Yes, babe, I know. I know. It's a delight. It's a delight. You, Amber, mastered opening up the front part of your body and your spine very well. Lily, you mastered that, baby girl. Okay, toes and heel together to touch. Bend your right elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot and bring your knees together to touch. You mastered adjustments, Mark. Inhale with energy. I've never seen them taught so well. Your left arm up really, really high. Right far back behind your head, chin is up too. And now you inhale, breathing, and begin to kick the leg directly back behind you. And as you kick back, you lift up. And you, Ma, will also be able to teach the pregnancy series. I never advise anybody to teach the pregnancy series except to another teacher who knows the series. As you kick the leg back, but Ma, you would be able to teach that. And as you kick the leg back, you've got it, Lily. This is fabulous, Season. Keep on kicking the leg up. Lily, the leg has disappeared. Season, the leg has completely disappeared. And your Amber, keep on kicking back. Now, Ma, what you want to do is open up your left armpit a little bit more and just get your chin up slightly. Get your chin up slightly, yeah. And now kick the leg directly back even more. Try to tap, try to touch the wall. Lose the right shoulder a little bit. This is absolutely fabulous. Now, start to aim gorgeous, Lindsay. The left shoulder towards your chin. And as you touch it into the shoulder, Ma, kick with the leg, kick with the leg, kick with the leg to keep the balance. It's in the leg now. Keep kicking up a little bit more. And all you've got is 8 seconds, just Barbie. Keep kicking with Lily. Keep kicking with Season. 5, 4, with Amber. 3, 2, done. And a boom. Do you see how you're tweaking it, Ma? On one foot, on one leg, with everything in the bloody air, and you're tweaking the fine little pieces of it. Left elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot and bring your knees together to touch. The angel numbers came in, Ma. That means that, you know, the ancients, I 100% agree. Let your hands go down and pick up the foot, bring your knees together to touch. And the ancients will come in and interact with everybody. Lift up that left right arm really high. Fabulous, Amber. Inhale, breathing. Kick back. When you kick back, lift up, kick back, lift up. That's it, Amber, lift up. This is what you became an expert, Amber, is in the carving out of the lift up, the lift up, the lift up. Yes, Lily. And now kick the leg back strongly. Make sure your right leg is really strong. Recontract your right thigh muscle. And then every time you kick up the leg a little bit, you lift up the fingertips. It's called a seesaw in England, a teeter tosser in America. And as you can kick up the leg, you've got it, Ma, keep on kicking. Now, Ma, kick up the leg more and tip up just the fingertips. Kick the leg more and feel it in the hip flexors, Ma. Feel it in the hip flexor. That's it, baby girl. As you kick the leg back, it was gorgeous, Ma. You got time to come in. We got 10 seconds. You time to come in. And all you're going to do, Ma, the time to come in with your Lily, with Amber, is kick up for 5 with Season, kick up for 4 with Barbie, kick it, 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 done. Yes, yes, yes. And do you see the beautification of your shoulders, Ma? You know, like when you put the little skinny strapless dresses on, you look at the top of the, like, wow, I know. Right elbow in at the waist, palm facing up. It's because it realigns your skeleton. Let your hands go down and pick up the foot, and then the muscles hold the skeleton in their original place. Inhale the left arm up. Inhale, breathing, guys. Go for broke. Don't even worry about balance. You kick and you lift and you kick and you lift. And what you're going for height. You're going for height with the leg, height with the fingertips, and you're kicking up hard. Yes, Lily, all the energy that you have in your sweet, beautiful soul is demonstrated in this posture, Lily. And you kick it back. And what I want you to do, my Lily, is get somebody to photograph you in this posture. Now begin to bring your left shoulder towards your chin. You've got it, Season. Touch it into the shoulder and kick up the leg. If you want to come in, you've got a few more seconds to come in. Now just hold where you are. Kick it up, kick it up, kick it up, kick it up, kick it up. Lily, hold, kick it up. 3, 2, done. Take a breath, let go, and breathe, and breathe. Okay, guys, other side. Left elbow into your waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot from the inside. Touch your knees. Inhale with energy. Right arm up. Remember, as soon as the right arm goes up, it triggers balance. Inhale, breathing, kick the leg back. And that right arm is so sure that she can hold your balance, that you can kick the leg back really, really far and hard and quickly. And as you kick up the leg and you feel, oh, I'm teetering forward a little bit, then you lift up the arm, you lift up the arm, you lift up the arm, and you kick even harder. And then lose your left shoulder. Allow the left shoulder to completely disappear. And as I say, when you're in those strappy little tops, the disappearing shoulder looks fantastic, guys. Now begin to bring The right shoulder towards your chin, Lindsay, it was gorgeous. Touched into the shoulder, and you kick it up, Amber, it's gorgeous. And you keep on kicking, Lindsay, it's gorgeous. And you keep on kicking, Chrissy, it's gorgeous. And you kick up, Mark, 5, you kick up, 5, kick up, 4, kick, done. And take a breath, let go, and breathe. And just let that posture completely disappear. Let's do the last balancing. Come to the back of your mat for Tula Dandasana. So please inhale your arms above your head, interlock your fingers, release your index, glue your wrists together. Take a great big step on your right foot, point your left toe. Inhale, breathing, and then go, bring your upper body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Keep on stretching forward. Fabulous, Lily. Make sure the leg you're standing on, Lily's very strong. Contract the thigh muscle, push the knee back, stretch forward a little bit more. You stretch back and change. I feel you, Mark. I feel you totally. Take a great big step on your left foot. Point your right toes. You will find the way. Inhale, breathing. And then go bring your upper body down. With our yoga, we don't need anything. We just need a space and the knowledge of what we have to do. Body down, arms up. Fabulous, Mark. It's stunning. Reach forward. It's stunning, Lily. Keep on stretching. Yes, it's stunning, Chrissy. And change. Beautiful, Lindsay. Let your arms slow down. Blood goes back to normal. And you breathe. Let's do it one more time. Inhale your arms above your head, my beloveds. Interlock your fingers, release your index, glue yours together. Take a great big step on your right foot, point your left toes, and then go bring the body down. Arms up, and body down, leg up, point toes behind. Make sure the leg you're standing on is straight like a tree trunk, straight. And look forward, point the toes behind you, reach forward, reach back. Please change. Hey, Diane. Take a great big step on your left foot, Diane. Don't look down, inhale, breathing, and then go. Bring your upper body down. Body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Chin is away from the chest. Point the toe behind you. I hope your knee's getting better, babe. Reach forward a little bit more. Reach back. And change. Very lovely at the end, Barbie. Let your arms float down. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. Okay, guys, if you need a drink, do it. But now we're going to rest your heart. And let's feed your beautiful brain. Inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 foot step to the right. Arms down parallel immediately. Toes in, heels out, arms back, chin up, sucking your tummy, and swan dive down. What I find with the ancients is that if you are a movable piece on the in the game, they will move you. They've moved Lily, they move Mark. Slide your hand on the back of your legs and grab your feet. Sometimes you're not in a movable, place on the board. You may have a child going to school. You may have settled in your place. It's not for everybody. But sometimes it's moved me all over the bloody place. Get the weight in the toes. Lift your hips up into the air. And bend your elbows. And drop your shoulders away from your knees and begin to pull. Within 3 years of learning this practice, I'd moved to LA. Without a husband that I had when I started it. Get the weight in the toes, bend your elbows, lift your hips up into the air. Keep pulling. Season the pasture is gorgeous. Wrap the elbows around a little bit more, season, just because you can. Pull. Yes, Lindsay. Pull one more breath and change. Inhale as you come up. The secret to this posture is where you grab the heels. The more of the heel you grab, the more of your body gets closer to your thighs. Let your arms float down. Take a breath. Allow the blood to drain. And all this expanding the blood vessels and allowing them to drain, it's brilliant for the blood vessels. Inhale your arms over your head. Great big 4.5 foot step to the right, arms down parallel immediately. Toes in, heels out, arms back, chin up, suck your tummy, swan dive down. And remember, tell your people, if they have sciatica, the feet should be straight. I have to remind myself of that often. Otherwise, toes in, heels out, side your hand at the back of your legs and grab your feet and lift your hips up into the air. And get the weight in the toes and pull. And if you cannot get to a studio, you cannot get to a recorded class, go find a space and tell yourself the dialogue. You do a very sweet class. Chin is away from the chest. You're trying to bite the towel. Wrap the elbows more, Chrissy. I want to see the fingers more grabbing the heels even more. So it's now you're starting to feel maybe more opening in the shoulder blades. That's where we're going now. Get the weight in the toes. Lift hips up into the air, bend the elbows, Now, Lily, bend the elbows. And as you bend the elbows, they're going to pull your body closer to your legs, but go down. Lengthen the body down as you bend the elbows, Lily. So you go down and back. Beautiful, Lindsay. Lift the hips up. One more breath. Amber, stunning. Change. You've nailed it, Amber. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath. What did Amber nail? The straight legs. Yeah, I know, Boom. I know. And breathe. And breathe. You know, whenever I walk in my yoga dome, I give myself a round of applause. And it's getting longer. You have to praise yourself. You have to fill yourself with your divine love. Inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 step to the right. Arms down parallel immediately. Push your hips forward. Arms back. Down on the right heel. Turn the toe a 1/2 inch more. Backward turns inward. Inhale, breathing. And sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy. Move your arms. And you teachers are going to teach a whole new generation of people that will not have injuries in their hips, because you've taught them to reset the hips in triangle rather than just going straight into the posture like everybody does on auto, not knowing what might be twisted. Because you know that that's a great big bone in there, a huge ball in there. And sometimes things get wrapped around, get a little bit tight, tendons and stuff. Hips forward, freeze it. Now your chin taps the shoulder. Posture looks beautiful, Mom. Elbow pressing into the inside of the right knee. Reaching to touch in between your first and second toe, but you're not leaning on the ground. You're not leaning into the first and second toe. Chin touching your shoulder, looking up towards your left thumb. Reach up with the left hand a little bit higher. Reach up, reach down, straighten out your left leg, dig your left baby toe into the floor. And that's enough. Excellent, guys. Hips forward, arms back. Turn the left heel. Turn the toe a 1/2 inch more. Back foot turns inward. Inhale, breathing. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy. And move your arms. Elbow gets in front of the knee. Stop there, pushing your back with the help of the elbow. And turn your chin and touch it into the shoulder. And look up towards your right hand. And understand, guys, anybody who teaches the 8 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Olga will open the room for you. But you give give all the information to anybody you want to. So anybody you want to can sign into Zoom and take that class, your class. Your chin is touching the shoulder. Reach up with the right hand, really, really high, straightening out the right leg, digging your right baby toes into the floor, pushing your left knee back with the help of the elbow. Chin is trying to touch the shoulder, chin is down slightly, so the back of the neck is long. Roll your eyes up, look up towards your right hand, reach up with the right hand as high as you can, reach down with the left hand, and that's enough. And feet together and arms down. And take a breath and let go. And breathe. And let go and breathe. Let go and breathe. Second set. Inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 steps right. Arms down parallel immediately. Hips forward, arms back. Turn on the right heel. Turn the toe a 1/2 inch more. Back foot turns inward. Inhale, breathing, my beautifuls, and sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy and just move your arms. Elbow gets in front of the knee. You stop there. And you're pushing your back with the help of the elbow, knowing that the triangle you make in between your left thigh, your right side of your chest, and your right arm is the sacred law of three. 3 different forces that all come together to make humanity, to actually make the whole of life. And in our sexuality, the sacred law of 3 is sacred feminine, sacred masculine, sacred LGBT. Now stretch your arms in the opposite direction. Straighten out your left leg again. Round your left baby toes into the floor. Push your right knee back with the elbow. Reach up as high as you can. Reach down. Change. Hips forward, arms back. Turn the left heel, turn to a 1/2 inch more. Back foot turns inward. Inhale, breathing. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Suck in your tummy. And you swizzle your arms. Elbow gets in front of the knee. You stop there. And you're pushing your back with the help of the elbow. And you instantly look up towards your right hand. And you reach up with that beautiful right hand that you have. Stretching out your right leg, contracting your right thigh muscle. This is a very, very good way of really strengthening your knee without any pressure being on it directly from above. So you're stretching all through the back of the knee, the front of the knee as you contract your thigh muscle, rounding the ankle down into the floor. Your chin is touching the shoulder. You reach up as high as you can. It's beautiful, Chrissy. Reach down. And that's enough. Very lovely, Barbie. It's better even, Barbie. Feet together, arms down. And take a breath. And let go and breathe. And let go and breathe. Okay, guys, let's go into the skull and feed your third eye, especially the glands in your brain. Inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer. See, we have different reasons for doing the posture. Take a 3-foot step to the right, lift your toes and spin on both your heels at once. Chin down, sucking your tummy, perfect lily, and then round over. As soon as you touch your forehead to your knee, doesn't matter if you get them to bend the knee. As teachers, it's great if you can put them onto a straight knee. Push your third eye into the knee. When your third eye touches your knee, your spine is in the Fibonacci sequence. And as you know, the Milky Way is the Fibonacci sequence. The seeds of a sunflower, Fibonacci sequence. The swirls on a snail shell, Fibonacci sequence. You in this posture, Fibonacci sequence. Inhale, breathing, round up. You see how our posture's aligned with the heavens? Lift your toes, spin to the screen, lift your toes, spin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, sucking your tummy, round over. And touch your forehead on your knee. I don't know if you know it, but each one of you makes a different sound. And all this different sounds, and they're all different. Every human being on this earth, all 7 billion of us on this earth, makes a different sound. And that sound altogether gives the sound of mankind. The sound, get your third eye on your knee, the sound of mankind would not be the same if you were not present on the planet at this moment. Understand this about yourself. Left hip up and back, right hip down and forward. You're the Fibonacci. Push your third eye into your knee. And every time you do these sacred postures, inhale, breathing, round up. Every time you do them, you're resonating to them. So your body's just resonated the Fibonacci as surely as your body resonated to the sacred law of 3 and the triangle. You're creating resonance to raise the level of your personal vibration, the frequency of it. Inhale your arms over your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs. Take a 3-foot step to the right. Lift your toes. Spin on both your heels at once. Chin down, sucking your tummy, round over and get your forehead on your knee. So you know that an opera singer can completely shatter a crystal glass because the opera singer in singing interrupts the frequency and the vibration in which that glass exists, and it destroys the glass. It's vibration. So once you introduce the vibration of love into your own being, it shatters the third dimension and the fear. Sucking your tummy, inhale, breathing, and please round up. You also have a crystalline structure. Lift your toes, spin to the screen. That's why crystals work. Lift your toes, spin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, sucking your tummy, round over. And get your third eye on your knee. And your eyes are open, the breath is normal. And what I'm telling you is that when you become a very strong, consistent, vibrant teacher, you become quite irreplaceable. They can't get anybody just to fit in your spot the way you did it. And if you're consistent, you built up a teaching, a following. They want the way you've taught them. Because what you're teaching with consistency is the real teaching of our lineage. And people feel it. Inhale, breathing, and round up. So everything as a new teacher is the consistency. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go and breathe. If I said I was going to be there, I was there. Straighten out your left leg. Pick up your right foot. To be honest, guys, if I knew I had a class to teach, there's no way I don't know what I'd do instead, because it would be bugging my brain. Who's teaching it wrong for me? Who doesn't know somebody's got a new knee? Now, remember, you want the foot to be in the nook that's right at the top of your thigh. Once you get it into there and tuck your hips under, that foot will stay there forever. If it gets lower, it's going to slip off as your muscles get stronger and harder. It's just going to slip off. But if you get that really, really high, one day it stays there for eternity and change. Because we are talking about eternities now when it's tree pose and toe stand. Straighten out your right leg, pick up the left foot. Now, as I taught a teacher, a student on Saturday, who decided that they were going to lay down on their back and do this posture on their back. And I explained to them, this is called tree pose, and trees are upright. If they're on their back, it's a dead tree. So this is not a dead tree posture. This is an upright tree, a living tree posture. And I asked them to just do nothing. He said he was dizzy. Fine, don't do anything then. Just do your beautiful Shavasana and love that and change. Always give them alternative, the Shavasana. And then there's nothing to fight against. It's like, well, you can do this though. Straighten out your left leg. Again, pick up your right foot and the foot can slip in your thigh. And then bend over, get your hands out there to catch yourself. So Lindsay and Chrissy, you're getting insights into how, you know, the new teachers are going to structure their teaching. Hands on the ground. Once you see, in the beginning, some people can't do this at all. But as you encourage them to get their hands on the ground, once they get their hands on the ground, they're golden. I've even explained it as get your hands on the ground in Chaturanga, and they understand that. And then they lift up left hand. The left hand is hard. And then the right hand. You hold where you can. And you give them some time to play with it. And change. And you can also tell them to kick the leg off if it's their first time down. They don't have to do any, you know, Cirque du Soleil movements on the way back. Straighten out your right leg, pick up the left. And remember, new people, you know, if a bird is feeding her chick, she's not just going to, you know, she usually, some of them chew it, regurgitate it and give it to their babies. Hands down. So you're not going to teach a new person the same way you teach somebody that knows the posture. You're just going to, and it's not dumbing it down, it's how much you give them. Not very long postures and the basics that they can get. You don't flood them with information because they'll hear none of it. Left hand up and over your heart. And then the right. You'll spend most of the time just telling them to straighten the knee, to be honest. And change, come up, fabulous, Lily. Fabulous. Okay, guys, honor your beautiful selves and then turn around and lay down on your back and let go. In the studio, you're going to give them more room to settle themselves down. Some people may dash out to get a bit more water. So you add those few extra minutes in for them to move. So pull them out of how long you hold them in posture so you don't run over. And you lay down, your heels together. Perfect, Mom. Perfect. And you breathe. And you delve into yourself. Everything that you need to awaken, you actually have within you, except the will to do it. Now, you know, I talk about when people think they have will. And if you were to say to a genius professor that you've got no will, he would look at you with disdain and probably get rid of you. He would not want you to irritate him, me, this genius professor, in such a silly way to tell me, this genius, that I have no will. Will is looked at differently from the point of view of mysticism. Will is being able to do something at will. And what you are asked to do at will is to remember yourself. always and in everything. We have to learn to remember ourselves. We have everything within us to do that, except the will. Now, if I ask you to become aware of your own body, you know, you're watching yourself right now, which we've done many times. I'm asking you to divide your attention in many ways. Because you're sensing you're in the outside world, but you're also feeling and sensing this physical body that is you, which is quite separate to the outside world. Now, if I ask you, in the beginning, you get a sense of it. Now, if I ask you to do that for 15 seconds, you know, if you've been trying to do this, that you kind of wake up a little bit later, because 2 or 3 seconds, it's gone. Because there's no will to hold it there. You cannot will that. Neither can a professor or a genius. He doesn't even know the target to hit. Remember, talent is hitting a target that nobody else can hit. Genius is hitting a target that nobody else can see. And even these professors with all these great big brains from Harvard and Oxford and Cambridge and Yale, all of them, this is a target that they cannot see, okay? Your awakening is a target that nobody else can see. It is about your self-awakening. Once you begin to understand, what I would do is, I would be walking down the street and I would be standing under a blossom tree. They always wake me up. Flowers wake me up, so I tend to hang around them. I go under a blossom tree, boom, I'm awake. And then I look at another blossom tree. Don't know how many steps in front, or how far away, maybe a block away. And I tell myself that I've got to remember myself from this blossom tree to the next blossom tree. Sometimes I don't remember myself till I got home. Because you go off on another track, something attracts you, and you go off in another direction completely. Off in your thoughts. Remember, lost in thought. But bit by bit, if you do it more and more and more, sometimes you get halfway and you're still remembering, and then you don't remember at all again, but you got further. One day, you remember from one blossom tree to the other. That is the only way that you can practice self-awakening, is by trying to keep yourself awake, but increments of time, by your will. Because to get from one blossom tree to the other, I had to will myself back. When I tripped up on a little something and my mind went off into, no, come back, the blossom tree. And I'd walk a little bit further. And then something would come up. Oh, I'm a little bit hungry. I found something. Back, the blossom tree. And then I walk a little bit further and I walk a little bit further. Mind on the blossom tree, until I get to the blossom tree. And when you get to the blossom tree, you sing and you dance. You have everything inside of you to awaken. As surely as a chicken, an egg has everything inside of it to become a chicken. You are a seed. And in this seed, you have everything to awaken into a divine being. What you have to work on is that target that nobody else can see. And that is your will. Your understanding that you're not observing yourself in certain moments. Your understanding that you have now descended into irritation, or in moodiness, or in aggressiveness, or in accounting. Well, she didn't do this for me, so I'm not doing that for her. Dum. All the distractions. You have to become aware of what is distracting you so that you can keep yourself on track. Learn to love yourself. When you're ready, pick up your right leg, interlock your fingers and your thumb, pull the knee away from the rib cage in towards your armpit. The back of the neck is long. Chin is down. You've rolled all the way to the right, Chrissy, and I want you to be flatlined. I want your left shoulder on the ground equal, and it isn't. You roll to the right. So go to the left a bit more, Chrissy. More left, more left, more left, more left. Even more. Pull in a little bit for breathe, hold right there. And please change. Now pick up the other leg and interlock your fingers under your thumb. Everybody's lopsided because unless you're ambidextrous, you're lopsided. Right side dominant, some people left side dominant. Messed up dominant if the schools trained you to teach you to write a certain way. Pull, hold, make sure your right shoulder's down equal season. Hold it there and change. Now pick up both of your legs, swing your arms around and grab your elbows. Get the back of your neck super along the ground, chin is down. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, massaging, stimulating the whole of your transverse colon. Back of the neck is long. As you pull a little bit deeper, trying to get your tailbone all the way on the ground, even from the medulla oblongata, which is right at the base of your skull. And change. Or they may say it medulla oblongata. Let your legs go to the floor and you breathe. That's the bit that when your head stiffens and you can't touch it into the shoulder, that's the bit that's really affected negatively. The medulla oblongata starts to seize up. Pick up your right leg, interlock your fingers on your thumb. And it's not really known what that part of the brain does, but we know it's attached to the spinal column. And that's the bit you swizzle on in your neck when you're turning chin tucked in the shoulder. And we know that middle-aged people and old people can't do it. Change. Pick up the other leg, unless they're doing this yoga, which is a tiny amount of people on the planet do this yoga. Pull the knee away from the rib cage. And then we had, that time bomb go off with Bikram, and even less people did it then. And the back of the neck is long, the chin is down. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze. Change. Pick up both of your legs, swing your arms around and grab your elbows. Get the back of your neck long, chin is down. So now, Lily, your seed has been planted in Rio. And you, Ma, you've been planted in Lisbon. And get the back of your neck is long. Everybody else knows where they've been planted. And pull, hold, massaging the transverse. And you change. Let your legs go to the ground. Okay, guys, we're going to sit up. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, breathing, sit up. Grab your feet, forehead to your knees twice. Exhale, exhale. And now please turn around and lay on your tummies. Hands, palms underneath your shoulders. Please get the tip of your fingers level the top of your shoulders and zip your legs up. You don't have legs. You just have one cobra's tail, Bhujangasana. Inhale, breathing. Peel your upper bodies up to your navel. And when I say peel your upper body up, I don't need to come up with a flat back. I want you to curl back. I want you to pigeon press your chest. And then I want you to drop your head off that pigeon chest. Fabulous. Arms are close to your body, squeezing your waist right now. Hold. Change. Come down. Look to the right. Left ear down. And breathe. If your left cheekbone is on the ground more dominant than your left ear, round your shoulders up a little bit. Get your ear down and then gently release the shoulders and see if it stays in that position, because then you start to work on the fascia. Chin forward, second set. Hands palm down the ground, as if your legs up. Contract your thigh muscles so hard that your knees come up off the floor. Inhale, my beloveds, and peel your upper body up. And you look up. Yes, Ma. Bums tight. Legs are tight. Hard into the ground. And you shoulders away from your ears. Fabulous season. Drop your head back. One more beautiful amber. Come down. Lindsay, spine like a noodle. Fabulous. Look to the left. Arms down by your side. And just dissolve. Dissolve. The real you is inside, and there is a thick crust around the real you. That is called your personality. We'll work on piercing that personality to let the good stuff through. Chin forward. Turn your hands palm down the ground. Get your elbows underneath your body. Baby fingers touching side by side. Chin is long. Forget your left leg. Lengthen your right leg. Inhale and go. Lift your right leg up. But remember, 45-degree angle. Very good, Barbie. Turn the right hip down as your forearm. As you hold the leg so long, you hold the leg so straight. Beautiful, Lily. Keep on pointing the toe. Yes, Susan. Point the toe. Yes, Lindsay. And change. This also heals the knee passively because there's no weight on it. Forget your right, lengthen the left, inhale and go and lift the left leg up and activate the knee. Activate the thigh muscle. Point your toe. When you point your toe, it activates your calf muscle. Point the toe, hips into your forearm. Please change. Legs coming higher, Chrissy. Now face down, kiss the toe. Walk your fingers down towards your knees. Zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing, my girls, and go. Lift both legs up the floor into the air with Barbie. Push your shoulders into the floor, face into the floor. Fabulous, Lily. Fabulous, Ma. And lift up. Yes, Susan, lift up. Go up. You got it, Lindsay. Lift up. Go up. Breathe up. One more lift. Come down. Yes, Barbie. Very beautiful, Amber. Look right. Arm down by your side. Let go. Breathe. Let go. Breathe. The hardest thing to teach people in this posture is to turn their palms down. You'll teach it to you blue in the face. You'll teach it to them 100 times. They'll come into class and they'll do it the wrong way on the 101st time. So you just be watchful of it, mindful of it. Second set, chin forward. And never be upset with them because it's a normal mechanical thing to do. Elbows underneath your body, baby fingers touching side by side. Forget your left, lengthen your right, inhale and go. Lift your right leg up and point the toe. Turn the right hip down, you've got it, Barbie. Straighten the knee, point the toe, activate the foot. And keep on lengthening, 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 lengthening. Activate the foot, point the toe, feel your instep, feel the arch of the foot. Done. Build tremendous strength and a very nice bump. Forget that leg, lengthen left, inhale and go and lift the left leg up and point the toe. Turn the left hip down to forward. Hold the leg really long, hold the leg really straight, hold, hold, hold. Change. Face down, kiss the toe. Walk your fingers down towards your knees, zip up your legs. Now inhale, breathing, guys, and go lift both legs up the floor into the air. Push your face down to the floor, shoulders down to the floor. Lift your legs up, go up, breathe up. Push your weight into the shoulders, lift up, go up, breathe up. Straighten the shoulders, lift up, go up, breathe up. Lift, 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 lift. One more breath, and then down and breathe. If you are in the room and you like to do hands-on adjustments, then please, ask for permission from the person to do them. And with women, there is never a problem doing hand-on adjustments, but there's been many, 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 many problems with blokes doing them. With women, when blokes do them with girls. That is something that really, you have to know that teacher inside out. And breathe. Let go and breathe. Women were wired differently. And it's not something that, oh, that's a problem for men. No, it isn't. But just for some. And those that it's a problem for are blokes. Let's do another one. Chin forward. Hands palm down the ground. Elbows underneath your body. Oh, arms out to the side, toes and heels together. Thank you, Lily. Zip up your legs, inhale, breathing, guys, and go. Lift everything up the floor into the air. Arms up over the top of your head and look up, lift up, go up, breathe up, more up, lift up. And get your arms up a little bit higher. You go up, lift up a little bit more up, go up, lift up, one more breath. Come down. Breathe. And breathe. Chin forward. Second set. Arms out to the side. Toes and heels together. Zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing. And go lift everything off the floor into the air. Arms up over the top of your head. And you look up, go up. Fabulous, Amber. Lift up, go up. Look up, lift up. And you go up a little bit more up. And you lift up, go up. Legs up, lift up. One more beautiful lift. And then come down. Let you breathe. Let you breathe. Chin forward. Bend your legs behind you. Reach around and grab your feet. And you always approach somebody just from the side. Never in front, it's too strong. Never from the back at all. Always from the side. Knees together to touch. Inhale, breathe in and go. Kick your legs up and back as you kick up and you look up, roll into your belly. Ma, this is fabulous. And now roll into your belly. Lovely, Lily. And now drop your head back. And keep on looking up, look up, roll your eyes up. Lovely, Chrissy. Fabulous, Lindsay. And you kick and you kick and you kick, kick, kick. Calm down. Let go. And last one. Bend chin forward, bend your legs behind you, reach around, grab your feet where below the toes. Start with your knees together to touch. Inhale, breathing, guys, and begin to kick your knees up. Get the knees up first. When you get the knees up, hold them high. When you get the head up, then everything goes even higher. That's it, Amber. It's beautiful. Allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your breastplate to relax. Allow your elbows and your wrists to relax. But allow your legs to be strong. And they keep on kicking. One more kick. Come down. Stunning, Lily. Breathe. And you can also, in class, live, teach posture. Show a posture. Okay, guys, push yourselves up. Because the room's hot, it's easier to jump into a posture if you didn't start from the beginning. Open your toes, open your feet, get your butt down on the ground in between. And you go back easy. And a crux to a class that changes people in the studio is the humidity. You're going to hold your elbows. I got you, Mom. I got you, babe. Go back easy. I'm so thrilled for you, Ma, to be there. I really, really am. Because you know what you have, I was worried it being in the country and far away from everything, but you've made it accessible. Both of you have. You're now accessible. You hold your elbows over the top of your head, you breathe. Bring your knees together if you want to. And then come up easy and turn around and lay down and let go. And you breathe. And as a teacher, as a woman teacher, no be wearing peekaboo shorts or push-up, none of that. Beautiful, clean, clear, elegant outfits. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And spin around. And let's do it again. Open your toes, open your feet, get your butt down in between. You're going to go back easy. Lift your chest up. Hold your elbows over the top of your head. And you breathe. Eyes are open, breath is normal, we breathe. Get the weight into the toes. Excuse me, do not push the top of the feet into the floor. Brilliant for the feet, guys, especially the big toe. Bring your knees together, it's available to you. Inhale, breathing, come up the straight back. And turn around and lay down. And let go. And you breathe. And you breathe. Let go. Arms over your head. Please flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And please come to the back of your mat and sit on your knees and your heels. Then please inhale, your arms up over your head. Hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, suck in your tummy, and come down with the straightest, longest, most beautiful spine. And lift your wrists up off the floor to straighten out your elbows. Eyes are open, breath is normal. And you breathe. Squeeze your knees. Melt your bottom over your heels. Chin is away from the chest so the nose barely grazes the towel. Lengthen your arms forward so your baby fingers are like scraping into the mat. Breathe, lengthening like a plow. They're plowing your mat. Inhale, breathing. And come up the straightest spine you can. Then please turn around, please lay down. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And you let go. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around. Come to the back of your mat and sit on your knees and sit on your heels. Inhale, your arms up over your head. Hands in prayer, cross your thumbs. Suck on your tummy and come down with the straightest spine that you can and lengthen forward. I was teaching class once. I'm late to Playboy models arrived in corresponding outfits, and itsy witsy, teeny weeny, tiny, not even with a polka dot could have gone on it, bikinis, both of them. Lengthen forward, get the chin away from the chest. Eyes are open, breath is normal. And I looked at all the blokes in the room with the straight, and I just prayed for them because I didn't know what they were going to be able to do. As you lengthen forward, squeeze your knees together, pull your tummy muscles in, the chin away from the chest, lengthen, inhale, breathing, and come up the straightest spine you can, and turn around and lay down and let go and breathe. All I could do is smile. They came in late. What could I do? They were virtually naked. Separate leg stretching was interesting. And breathe. And breathe. And let go. And fascinating what comes into the room. Fascinating. And breathe and breathe. Okay, guys, it's that master posture. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And now spin around and come and stand on your knees at the front of your mat. You can open your knees 6 inches and the heels the same. Put your hands at the top of your bottom, your lower back. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up and drop your head back. And roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward as you lift your chest up. And you keep on rolling forward, rolling forward, rolling forward. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Lovely, Chrissy. You keep pushing that baby girl. You keep pushing more. Yes, Chrissy. And then use your head as a weight. Use your head as a weight as you look back. Then push and use your head as a weight to look back. Now roll forward, Ma. Put more weight through the knees. Put more weight through the bum. Put more weight through your thighs. Yes, Ma. Roll forward. Roll forward. Lift your chest up. You keep on rolling forward. You're looking back, Lily. The lifting your chest is exquisite, baby. Roll forward, roll forward. Fabulous, Lindsay. Now very gently put your hands back to your hips. Very gently. Turn around, lay down. You let go and you breathe. And you breathe. I must say, guys, when I taught in Ibiza in Spain, because I had a studio there, it didn't matter that people came in very, very little clothing, simply because Ibiza was an island that had naked beaches everywhere. So nobody was bothered in that part of Spain by the human body in the same way they are in America or England. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Breathe. Let go. Breathe. Just a completely different culture. Nudity is not looked at with shame, let me say that. And you breathe. You don't have to creepily look at somebody. If you go to the beach, everybody's there, you look to your eyes, that's enough. There's no creepiness with it. And breathe. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around. And come and stand on your knees. Now open your knees as wide as you want to, but you keep your heels at 6. When you open the knees wide, it also opens your hips as well, which allows you to go deeper. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up, my beloveds, and drop your head back. And you roll forward, you roll forward, you roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up, and you roll forward. Your eyes are open, the breath is normal. You tighten your bum. You roll forward a little bit more, allowing the shoulder blade to stretch because your butt's tight. The gluteus maximus muscles are very strong. So keep on pushing them more. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. And you roll forward, you roll forward, you roll forward. Your eyes are open, the breath is normal. Lift your chest up. And you roll forward, hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up, roll forward a little bit more. Your eyes are open, the breath is normal. You're getting a little bit more. Keep on pumping your chest up. You open up the trackers in your body. This is an energetic posture as you roll forward. Now, very gently, guys, put your hands back to your hips or hands in prayer. Yes, Ma, Lily. And then turn around and lay down. Let go and breathe. Breathe. I mean, naked wasn't my thing. Let go. And you breathe. Let go. You are a divine being. Once you develop the will to remember yourself, you then guide every aspect of your life on this planet, rather than the matrix dictating how you live this life. Arms over your head, flex your toes back, inhale, sit up, exhale, inhale, spin round. Excuse me, guys, comes the back of your mat. It's dry as a bone in LA at the moment. Touch your knees and heels, reach around, grab your heels from behind, chin down into your throat, suck your tummy, my beloved, and roll over. Get your forehead to touch your knees as you roll over, lift your hips into the air. As you roll over, go into your crown chakra. As you roll over, shuffling your knees forward. You've got to make it your goal that your forehead and your knees touch each other in this posture and your crown is on the ground. Roll over a little bit more, lift your hips up, keep on rolling. Beautiful, Ma. Beautiful. Roll one more breath. And then change. And turn around. And lie down and let go and breathe. I love your space, Ma. You found a good space. Yeah, babe. It's very, very good space to even teach from, you know. It's lovely. Breathe. Let go. Let go. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, breathing, please sit up. Exhale, exhale. And again. And spin around. Come to the back of your mat. And sit on your knees and heels again. And reach around and grab your heels from behind. Chin into your throat, sucking your tummy. And then you roll over. Lift your hips up into the air as you roll over. I'm one of those people that could live in a tiny house. Shuffle your knees forward towards your forehead. I love everything on wheels so it can move around. Keep on rolling forward a little bit more. Shuffle your knees forward, lift your hips up. Keep rolling forward, yes, my Barbie. Roll forward a little bit more, lift your hips up. You roll forward, one more beautiful breath. And you change and turn around and lay down and let go and breathe. And your space also, Lily, is perfect for yoga. I've been able to see everything, the right angle, everything. Let go and breathe. Melt into the ground. We live on this earth. You don't just live in one country that you were born in. We live on an earth. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And spin around. And the earth has different cultures and it's lovely to go to them. Left leg out and right leg in. Inhale up and turn. Face your outstretched leg. Please round over and get a grip of your foot and tuck your toes towards your face and breathe. Slide your heel away. I never moved anywhere out of Manchester for the first 17 years of my life. Then slide your heel away, pull your toes back. And then if your legs are straight, you lift your heel up off the floor at the end. Please change. And then left leg out and right leg in. And inhale up and turn and face the outstretched leg. And round over and get a grip of the foot. Eventually I went to London. Around about the age of, I don't know, 19, London. Pull the toes back towards your face. And from me being 20, I've never stayed in the same place. I think it was the 20 years in Manchester that may have done that. Pull your toes back, keep your elbows going to the ground, then lift your heels up off the floor at the end and change. Feet together, lay down. The minute your shoulders hit the ground, boom, you sit up. And you exhale, exhale. Grab your big toe with your first and second finger and do the walk back business. Walk back, walk back, walk back. I find it so useful to immerse yourself in a completely different culture and live there. Jared's doing it. He's moved over to Paris. Walk back, spine straight, shoulders away from your ears. Hinge forward. Pull your tummy towards your thighs. Slide your heels away with straight legs. Pull your chest towards your knees with straight legs. And then bend your elbows more. Pull the toes back and dig your elbows into the ground and lift your heels up off the floor at the end. And change. And turn around and lay down. And let go. And breathe. And breathe. Let go. Let's do it again. Arms over your head and toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Right leg out, left leg into your groin. Inhale up, go after it. Remember, you're going after the diagonal of your spine. And a diagonal spine affects the spine differently than side to side or backwards and forwards. Obviously, this is a diagonal from your hip. Lovely posture, Chrissy. If your leg is straight, dig your elbows into the ground. Gorgeous season. And then you lift your heels up off the floor at the end. Please change. And left leg out and right leg in, and inhale up and turn and face the outstretched leg. And round over and get a grip of the foot and pull the toes towards your face. And you breathe. And then at the age of 20, I went for a job and I was sent off to Kuwait to do this job. And Kuwait changed my existence. Pull the toes back, dig your elbows into the ground. I met the work, Mr. Gurdjieff, because I lived in Kuwait. Pull the toes back, dig your elbows into the ground, kick the heel away, and your leg is straight, lift your heels up off the floor at the end and change. Took me a long time to find it, but that's where it started. Feet together, lay down. Inhale, breathe in, please sit up. Exhale, exhale. And grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business. Walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back. And you breathe. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, and you breathe and suck in your tummy. And pull forward. And it was in the Kuwait that I learned to read Carlos Castaneda. Keep on pulling. The psilocybin. Keep on pulling, lengthening. Dig your elbows into the ground. Fabulous season. And you lift your heels up off the floor at the end. Change. And around, lay down. Let go and breathe. And breathe and breathe. If you ever get the chance to go to Ibiza, because you're going to Barcelona, go to Ibiza. Try to get a return ticket because you may not want to come home. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, please sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around. In fact, there are more return tickets not used when people go to Ibiza than anywhere else, it is said. Bend your left leg underneath you and do not sit on your left heel. Pick up your right foot and cross it over the corner of your left knee joint. And yes, your left leg can be perfectly straight as well. Lift up your left arm over the knee, push the knee out of the way, grab the lower knee, lengthen your spine, and begin to twist. It's like the story of the island, the amount of people, and it's completely international island. People from everywhere in the world, from Canada and Brazil are at the island. Shoulders away from the ears, keep on twisting. From Philippines are at the island. Every country that was represented in our studio, in our teacher training, people of that rate live on the island. As you twist a little bit more, you twist one more beautiful twist. Change. Now bend your right leg underneath you and do not sit on your right heel. Pick up your left leg and go over the corner of your right knee joint. Lift up your right arm over the knee, push the knee out of the way, grab the lower knee, lengthen your spine, and begin to twist. Ibiza has other names. Magic Island is one of the names. Another name is White Island. And the reason it's White Island is because of the almond trees. When they blossom, the whole island turns white with the blossom of the almond trees as you twist one more beautiful twist. And change. And turn around and lay down and let go. And relax. While this crazy dog runs through the hall. And you breathe. Yeah, there she goes. Breathe. Kapalabhati breathing, my darlings. Arms over your head, toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Amor Fati, love your fate. Embrace your incredible life that you've had. Never have any regrets. Sit to your knees and heels. Spine straight. Inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. Snap your tummies in and blow. You keep on blowing. Regrets make you sad. Keep on blowing. Going over the past, for some reason, we never go over the amazing parts. We always go over something that's kind of hurty. That's the Matrix does that to you on purpose. Past is done. You are in this moment. Try to have the will to keep on remembering yourself that with a few seconds more, that I'm doing this, doing it. For 3, 2, None. Do you remember that whole time? Second set. Inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. That comes in, blow, 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 blow. Try to hold the will that this whole time you're doing this, exhaling, that you're present, that you're aware you're doing it, that you're not lost in thought somewhere else, that you're aware you're doing this right now, now, 5, 4, 3, 2, now. Love you. Love you, Ma. Love you, Lily. Love you, Amber. Love you, my season. Love you, Barbie. Love you, Lindsay. And my beautiful Chrissy. I love you. Lay down into the ground. Let go. And you breathe. And you breathe. And you breathe. Let go. Wherever you go, leave the footprints of kindness and love, as is your divine nature. One heart, one love, and you know we're only the one race, this human race, mankind. Jah, Rastafari, namaste, guys, I love you. Beautiful class, I love you. And just see how long you can hold the will to remember yourself after class.